This is my presentation of the UI I've been working on for the game usability project. I decided to make a chase game for the elderly, 65-plus-year-old users. I ask that you bear with me through this video because I'm having to record it on my phone since I'm working on an in-class computer and they don't seem to have built-in microphones. I also haven't completed some of the functions that I want to add yet, so I'll just have to talk about them. So on the main menu, I made the background incredibly bright so that it could have contrasting colors that popped. And I also made the text really large. One of the biggest detriments to elderly gamers is eyesight and hearing. So I made the game without any necessary sounds, important sounds, and I also made it so that the text was contrasting a lot and very large. I also chose not to use blue at all because I read a study that said that blue is hard to distinguish as we get older. So I put how to play as the first option on this main menu so that nobody goes in blind running into the game. If they do, I plan to have the how to play on the pause menu I've created as well. But when you click how to play, it tells you the basic objective of the game, how to move your player, and then it also tells you how to jump and how to pause it. And it also allows you to restart the tutorial or return to the main menu at any point. And I broke it into 4 parts so that the text could be larger and wouldn't look so jumbled, but I also read a study that showed that elderly people have a hard time processing a lot of information at once. So if you give it to them incrementally, they tend to retain the information better. I've also made an options tab that will allow the user to adjust the font size of the how to play as well as the main menu. There isn't any other text, so I wanted to give them the option just in case what I did wasn't big enough. Then we can start. So once you start the game, the objective is to collect all 10 rings, and then once you're done, the level ends, and then you're able to play again after it returns you the time that it took you to do it. Now the timer's up in the top left. In the top right here, I want to put a counter of the number of rings left on the map. That way the objective is always clear and no one ever wonders what they're missing. So I also made this first ring so that super close to the starting point, so that the user immediately knows the objective of the game, which is collecting rings, and gets used to that. I also made it close enough to the chaser so that he starts chasing as soon as you get that first ring. That way the user has time to, or is immediately met with the other objective of the game, which is to avoid the chaser. I designed the level so that you don't have to jump to complete it. You can jump to complete it and it will improve your time. But I read that elderly people are able to grasp some concepts very well, but when you stack concepts together, like jumping and using the arrow keys to move, they have a hard time doing that. So I wanted to remove the possibility that someone wouldn't be able to finish the level. I also made it so that the chaser can chase you all the way up here. When you collect all 10 rings, the game should end, return your score, and then provide you the option to play again. I think that's it. All right. That's my presentation. Thank you.